The Port Royal National Park was declared in 1978 as a wildlife refuge by the municipality of Santos Guardiola. And it wasn't until in 2010, along with other protected areas of the Bay Islands, that it was declared as a national park. My name is Irma Brady. I work for the Bay Islands Conservation Association, BICA, as the executive director. Since it's in the high section of the island, you can see outstanding views.
Oh, the best part of the park is when it is good days, it's never get hot. Breeze from the south and breeze from the north. My name is Donville Larry Matute, and I am from Canby. I work for the National Park in Port Royal.
On a clear day, you can see Morat, you can see Barbaretta, as well as the mountains of Guanaja. And of course, the Bay of Port Royal. And if you look to the northwest, you can see Picacho, which is the highest hill in that area. The park is surrounded by 4 communities, which are dependent of the watershed areas to feed their wells.
It's very important that the communities have a watershed, and I think the park is a big help to that. My name is Laura Borden, and I live in Diamond Rock.
The interesting thing about the park is in that area is the only section of the island where you can find the Pinus caribea.
When you come to the Santos Guardiola or the National Park, you're gonna find the pine trees. And that's a beautiful thing to see, because when you come to the west part of the island, you don't see much but pine trees. My name is Jorge Avila, and I am here working as a tour guide.
There's a section of the park where the wind comes through very strong. So in that section, it's very interesting to see the form of the pine trees, that because of the prevalent east wind, they bend over somewhat. And because of that feature, they really don't grow that tall. That is pretty much not common, even in Honduras. It's the habitat for the Yellowknee Parrot.
We have the Yellowknee Amazon, or the Amazonara palliata. That's the resident bird that we have on this area.
The Yellowknee Parrot is the park's mascot. He's the one that on the signs gives the different messages, as well as in our new educational manual that we haven't released yet to the schools. He is the emblematic figure that talks about the wildlife and the need for protection.
They are so beautiful, and they're not too well protected because people find their nesting and they take the young ones from them.
We would like to take the opportunity to ask people that been buying the yellow napes or any other bird for that matter, that the pets that they have, to take care of them. But that in the future, to please do not buy no more yellow napes, because they are really depleting the wildlife population in the park. And really, these animals need to be appreciated wild and free.
If you come to the park, you will see them flying wild.
We need to learn to appreciate wildlife in its habitat, not in a cage.
Bird watching in Honduras is one of the new things to do. So how do we do this? We love to bring people to walk in the trails in the morning. We take a quiet time to walk around the trails, if we can listen to some birds that are around the area. To bird watch in Roatan, we use binoculars. We also use a scope. This is also 2 of the things we use to do bird watching, and also a field book. A field guide book is important for us so we can identify all the species that are visiting the island in the migration time.
Unfortunately, the park is not free of threats. One of the problems that we've been having is fires that start in neighboring properties, and then because of the wind, they end up encroaching into the park.
It's a big problem. Well, and not too much to do, because, well, you never see the people that been doing it. You want to see when the fire start ablaze.
That affects the watershed, it's affect the wildlife, it's affect the forest cover. So we need to be more careful with that. The Port Royal National Park is one of the most important assets that we have here on the island. It has endemic flora and fauna. It gives all of us multiple benefits. And there's many ways that everybody can help in the protection of the park to make it better or greater than what it's currently in.